All right, what's going on, guys? Mini Soten here, and today I got a little bit of a different video for you all. I normally don't really show my face that often, but I feel kind of a face-to-face conversation is a little bit better than like some background gameplay for the video topic that I'm talking about. This is also going to be pretty informal. A lot of my other videos that I have, whether they be essays or just stuff that I'm talking about, I have scripts. I'm going to try to do this in one take. Maybe there'll be a few cuts here and there. But yeah, I'm just going to get straight to the chase. This is a video of 11 things that if you're a new college freshman, or not even freshman, just somebody entering college in for the first time, whether it be you're staying on campus, off campus, just 11 tips that I feel would be helpful to new students entering into college. And I'm going to go through the list one by one. If you see me looking at my other monitor here, it's because I have them written down right there. But I'm just going to go through, give some of my personal experiences of what I felt with some of these talking points, some advice I can maybe give. I just graduated this past May from Minnesota State University Mankato with a degree in computer information technology and a minor in technical communication. And I got a job right out of college. I've been living on my own since April, and I've been loving it. But again, you probably could take some of these tips with a grain of salt, since I really was only on campus for about a year and a half. The rest of my college career was through Zoom, essentially, living at home online. But I will say, you talk to 100 other people that have attended college, most of them are probably going to agree on these points. If they might vary between people because we all have different experiences. But yeah, I'm just going to jump right into it. So number one is get to know your advisor. One story I can share really quick is I kind of made a mistake throughout my college career not getting to know my advisor. I had to have a minor attached to my major, and I didn't know that. Well, I guess I did know that, but I had a minor that I couldn't attach to my major. And it was in some fine print details that even my advisor didn't really know. She had to dig pretty deep for it. But it was coming down to the last minute, and essentially I had to add a bunch of classes to the very end of my schedule, where normally I think I would have only had to take like 2 classes per semester my final year, so 4 classes in total. And I ended up having to take 6, which is only 1 more per semester. But had I been in touch with my advisor and talked to her about it, I would have known, and I could have attached those classes on earlier, and I would have had a much easier senior year, or possibly even graduated a semester early. But your advisor should be your best friend while you're on college, on campus. If you don't like your advisor, get a new one, get a transfer, but you should be talking to them minimum once per semester. They're going to be your resource for job opportunities, classes, activities on and off campus. If they're doing their job correctly, they should be the person you go to talk to about everything. No matter what it is. But yes, your advisor, getting to know your advisor is definitely a undervalued resource that I don't think many college students take advantage of. Number 2, or I guess I should say, try to make at least one friend in every single class. Now, most people are going to be taking like 3 to 5 classes per semester. And that's totally fine. You don't have to make a friend every single class, but make it your goal to at least introduce yourself to somebody. Sit next to somebody the first day and say, hey, my name's Neil, or whatever your name is. My name's Neil. Say, hey, my name's whatever. Is this your first time in this class? Or I don't really know how to introduce yourself, but introduce yourself to somebody. And try to make a friend. Get a study group together. That way, if you know that person and then you have problems on homework, or you want to study for a test, you have somebody and a resource to go to. And that way, maybe they have other friends that are in that class that can help you out. And from there, you build relationships in the classroom and outside the classroom. Say, hey, you want to go bowling? You want to go see a movie with me? You want to go to this party this weekend? Making friends in class is something that I wasn't great at. I did make a few friends, but one, I was only on campus for 3.5 semesters, really. So I didn't have the opportunity to like sit down next to somebody and introduce myself. But also, I would say I'm a more introverted person, so it's a little bit more difficult for me to approach somebody. But I would encourage, even if you are introverted, even if you don't think you can make friends, make the attempt to, because it could pay off in the end or in the long run. Number 3 is try to be a part of at least one extracurricular activity per semester. Again, this is one that I didn't really utilize that much until it was too late. I was a part of my school's esports program, so I was on our competitive varsity esports teams. I played Counter-Strike, Global Offensive, and Valorant, and we competed against different schools across the country. It was a lot of fun. My first semester, I didn't do too much. I kind of really just hung out with my roommate in my dorm, and we were really good friends beforehand, so that it wasn't that big of an issue. We did just about everything together. It was a lot of fun. But second semester, after he left, I just kind of was in my dorm all day. And looking back on it, I still had a good time, but I regret not going out and doing some other fun stuff that they have on campus. Your campus puts a lot of time and resources into trying. I guess I should say not every campus, but at least the college I went to, I know they put a lot of time and resources and energy into making campus life exciting and entertaining and having you get out to meet people. That's what college should be all about, university. Is making new friends, making some new life experiences. So whether it's an extracurricular sport or like a remedial sport, or like co-ed basketball, volleyball, whatever, or just a club, something you're interested in, when it's video games or archery, whatever. Try to make an attempt to join at least one per semester, because there, again, you can make friends and have experiences outside the classroom. Number 4, apply for internships. This should be something that you start doing right after first semester. First semester of college, once that new year starts rolling around, there's going to be companies that are going to be posting their internship opportunities for the summer. It doesn't really matter what field you're in. 99% of the time, they will have an internship opportunity for you on Glassdoors or Indeed. Indeed's probably the best website to go to look for internships. Internships now are more popular than ever, and experience trumps all on a job resume. Your job is going to care a lot more about the experience that you had rather than the classes that you took. I can promise you that 100%. If you get into an internship the summer after your freshman year, stick with it. Maybe try a different one. If you're in an internship 2-3 years, your job is going to love that, and it's going to probably get you a better chance of getting a job right out of college. But apply for internships, I would say starting like January, February, March, at the beginning of each year. If you like your internship and they'll have you back, perfect. Then you can just go right back to them every summer. A lot of the times, the internships will let you work part-time remote, depending on what type of job it is as well. And now more than ever, internships are paid. I don't even think when I was applying for internships, I saw a single one that was unpaid. Again, that's depending. I was just in my field of kind of like IT, computer science, and all the ones that I saw were paid. So I can't speak up on every field, but it's still something I would highly encourage people to look into is internships and job experiences related to your field. Because another thing that they provide you is knowing what you're actually going to be doing. It's a lot better and it's a lot easier to figure out what you don't want to do than it is what you do want to do. So if you're in biochemistry and you get a biochemistry internship and you find out, wow, I hate this sucks, I never want to do this again, then you can switch your major and you don't have to do biochemistry. And then you know that earlier on, rather than paying so much money to find out, oh, I'm $100,000 in debt and I have a biochemistry degree and I'm working a biochemistry job and I hate biochemistry. That's no shame onto people that like biochemistry. That's just the one that popped into my head. But yes, internships, super powerful. Highly encourage them. Start applying earlier rather than later. 5, again, another underutilized one, apply for scholarships. There's people giving out free money left and right to people like you and me. You can search online for scholarships, and most of the time they just want like a page or two of some sort of experience, and they'll give it out for just about anything. People that are left-handed and put their socks on before their underwear. I mean, you can look anywhere. Your campus should have your campus website should have resources on uh, school-sponsored scholarships, and then there's like scholarships.com and a bunch of other websites that you can apply for scholarships for. They're free money. It doesn't take that long to apply. Do one a day, one every other day. It should take 30 minutes, an hour at most, depending if it's a really, really long one. And a lot of the times you can copy and paste the essays from one scholarship to another. It's free money that you're not going to have to pay back at the end. Number 6, ask for letters of recommendation from your professors. This kind of ties in with number 4 of internships, looking beyond to job opportunities after college. So if you are able to get a letter of recommendation from a professor that you really like, you really enjoyed, you guys really bonded together, get that letter of rec and attach it to your resume. And send it. A lot of times when you apply for jobs online or even internships, there's spots for letters of recommendation. You can just upload that. If you have 1, 2, 3 letters of recommendation, you're probably going to get that job over somebody that doesn't have a letter of recommendation, because they are going to trust college professors a lot more than your neighbor Joe Schmo. I'm sorry to any Joe Schmoes out there, but letters of recommendation are big, and I highly encourage you to try to get one from one professor every semester if possible. Number 7, know what job you want and work backwards. Again, a lot of these points are going to be tying in for after college, because I've kind of reflected on it now that I've graduated. But know what job what you want and work backwards from there. So, for example, let's say I wanted to be I don't know, an accountant. I'll just say an accountant. What does it take to become an accountant? Okay, well, you need a degree in accounting. Okay, well, what do I have to do to get a degree in accounting? Well, you look at the classes you need to take, the experience that you need, and you work backwards from there. So have the goal set in stone further down, and just work steps. Sorry, you can probably hear that motorcycle in the back. Know what job you want and just work backwards from there. Set yourself goals of, okay, I want to finish these classes. I want to have this much experience done by this point. And that way it's a lot easier and it's a lot less daunting working in smaller steps towards your goal, rather than just one big giant leap. That's the advice I'd give on that. And granted, a lot more jobs have a lot more qualifications than others. Obviously, with a doctor, you need a lot more schooling than I don't know, a system developer. Like I was saying, a lot more jobs require a lot more schooling. So knowing what you have to do and then setting yourself goals is easier than just taking one giant leap and trying to rush it all through. Number 8, register for classes early to try and get the best professors. RateMyProfessor.com is a great resource, because most of the time people on there don't lie. I mean, there's some times where you'll see like some professor has 4.9 stars and there's one person that gave him a really bad grade for some stupid reason. But knowing which professors are good from talking with your classmates or talking with other people in the department that are a part of your major, maybe a year ahead of you, they'll tell you, oh, you want so-and-so professor. They're really good. And register for the classes as soon as possible. When your registration window opens, get on that and register for them, because you don't want to be last in line and have to get the 8 a.m. with the terrible professor. And kind of building on top of that, try to get the 8 a.m. classes. I know it's probably going to suck, but it's going to prepare you for a job in the future. And that way that you have the rest of the day to study or hang out, take a nap, do whatever. That's in my opinion. Some people will tell you, no, you want the 10 a.m. class, but I would rather take an 8 a.m. with a great professor than a 10 a.m. with an awful professor. That's just me. Some other people might tell you different, but yes, getting registered early for classes with good professors is definitely a key to managing your college career. Number 9, explore the campus and surrounding area. Now, I know it's not possible for everybody to have a car in order to explore the surrounding area, and depending how big your campus is, where it's located, some are in the middle of a city, some are out in the middle of nowhere, and some aren't that big. So do your best to try and explore the campus. Know where the buildings are. That way, if somebody stops you and asks for help, directions. Oh, do you know where building A is? Oh, yeah, you just walk down the street, take a left, and it's right in front of you. You're able to help other people out that don't know where it is. And on campus and off campus, there are going to be opportunities for you to explore with your friends, other activities and such. So just knowing what is on and off campus is going to be very helpful and probably fun and exciting for you as well to be able to discover. If you're going somewhere far away, your home state is 1,000 miles away and you're somewhere that you have no idea, might as well try and explore the area in your free time. That way you can tell your parents and other friends, hey, if they want to visit you, oh yeah, we're going to go to this restaurant or this bar or this mall because it's got this place that I love, so on and so forth. So yes, being able to explore your campus and surrounding area, again, something I would highly recommend. Number 10, try it once, and if you don't like it, then you can say you've done it. So I would always recommend people to try something once. Even if you don't think you'll like it, try it once, and then you can say you've done it and you don't want to try it again. So again, if it's an extracurricular activity like bowling, oh man, I really hate bowling, but okay, I might as well just try it once with some friends. Oh, okay, I guess it wasn't that bad. Or, man, nope, bowling's just not for me. That way you've tried it and you never have to try it again. Whether that's an activity, a food, going somewhere, a class. If a lot of times that you need to take what's the word I'm looking for? Like placeholder class. I don't know, just like extra classes and stuff. Fun classes to fill up credits. I know some are like sport classes, like bowling was one that was offered at my school. I can't think of it. I can't think of any others off the top of my head, but might as well try the class. And if you don't like it that first week, most of the time you can drop out and pick up a different one. So yeah, try something once. If you don't like it, you never have to do it again. And then you can tell people, hey, I've tried it at least. And number 11, one of the most important tips that I think a lot of people, including myself, don't take advantage of or kind of push to the side is taking care of yourself. Take care of your body, take care of your hygiene. Make sure that you're getting at least a little bit of exercise per week so that you're not sitting in your room all day like I was basically. But yes, taking care of your body is one of the most important things you can do at your current age. I know a lot of people say the freshman 15 are going to get added onto you. And luckily for me, I didn't really have that happen. I'm not the best habit eater. I usually just like splurge once a day and then I'm good for the rest, which is definitely not how you should be eating. But that's basically how I was on campus. But make sure you take care of your body. Get outside and take a lap around the campus, around your building, once a day, once every few days, just so you're getting some fresh air, getting a little bit of exercise in. Your campus, 99% of the time, will probably have a gym on it. Go there once a week if you can. See if you can go with a classmate or a friend. Say, hey, do you want to go for the gym for half hour, an hour? And that way you're getting your exercise in and you're taking care of yourself. Because, again, the academics is only part of your college career. It might not even be really half of it because you're only in the classroom for a few hours a day. It's not high school, middle school anymore. It's a lot different. You could have a class one day a week and it's only an hour and then you have the rest of the day to do whatever. So if you can find something to do in the free time instead of just sitting in your dorm and studying or watching TV or playing video games, I'd encourage it because it's something that I didn't really get a chance to do. And I'm not like envious of people that did it, but it's something that I wish I did get to do. So yeah, if you are a freshman or anybody that's entering into a college life for the first time, hopefully this video reaches you. Hopefully you watched it through. Hopefully you got a little bit of help or inspiration from it. If I could help one person with this, then I've done my job because 4 years ago, even though I can't even believe 4 years ago I was 18, but 4 years ago I was in your guys' place and some of these tips, it would have been nice to hear. And I'm sure people did tell me before, but I probably brushed it off. I guess seeing it from somebody maybe closer to my age at the time would have been helpful. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it somewhat entertaining, somewhat helpful. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and stick around for other kind of random content, whether it be video games or, I don't know, talking points like this. I don't know how often I'm going to be doing them. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and until then, I will see you next time.